having a rally down there, they're actually trying to stop the halfway houses from being either in operation in Southeast Washington, D.C. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
They're trying to actually stop, you know what I'm saying, these actual events from happening. They're trying to shut everything down. They're trying to stop everything from actually moving and grooving and doing what it do. So, you know what I'm saying, they putting this rally together, man, and they
said
doing
we're
it.
not calling the halfway houses no more either.
What they gonna call?
Restarter houses or something.
Re-entry.
Man, halfway houses. That's like we not calling 990s New Balance. We just gonna call them now halfway houses. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? They trying to put this thing together, though, man. They trying to actually stop these things from happening, man. So as a city, man, we got to rally behind, because I don't want to go to jail and then come home and I got to be all the way out Delaware. And then you telling me I got to try to find a job to get hell to the knob.
Man, I remember when my man came home. This when I was out Baltimore working. This nigga come walking in the mall. I said, what the fuck? He said, yeah, girl, I'm at the house out here. I said, bro, you from South? He said, yeah, hell yeah. I said, more power to you.
Yeah, they trying to stop it, man. So look, man, y'all definitely get behind the petition, man, and let them know, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that go on in the city, man, but that's one of the things that we do need to help with the, you know what I'm saying, the kids and the young guys that's coming back from out of incarceration. Even the old guys that's coming back off incarceration, because these old guys come back, they don't know how the fuck to get around. Yeah. They don't even know how to use an iPhone. They don't know how to use an Android. Yeah. So what makes you think they're going to be able to go from out border? Shit.
I know got locked up. iPhones wasn't even out.
Yeah.
Nigga said when he went in, 860s was out.
Yeah.
We all had an 860.
He lost in the sauce.
Man, what? Nigga said, how you what? Touchscreen. I said, yeah, good.
Hey, look, man. So, look, man, if y'all don't know what's going on, man, I'm going to let my man, look, I don't know if y'all know my man and what he do and what's going on. I'm going to let him introduce himself, man.
How y'all doing? I'm Wiley Brown, Chuck Brown's son, and I run my father's foundation, also in Chuck Brown Band.
Yeah, man. What's up, man? Welcome to BounceBeat Radio, man.
It's good to be here, man. You know, y'all play my type of music, too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It's all good, man. Hey, Slim, let me tell you this, man.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming, man. I ain't never get an actual opportunity. I know the last time you came in the midst of us, man, I was actually out. Mm-hmm. So I ain't get an opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, interview you, really get an opportunity to see who you are and what you're doing, what's going on. But I definitely have done my research, you know what I'm saying, and really, you know what I'm saying, keeping up with the foundation and the movement, man, and things like that. Let me ask you this, from a perspective of where you coming from far as with Go-Go right now. Right. How do you think your father would be running with everything that's going on? What would you think he would think about the moves or the things that's been going on with Go-Go as of right now?
Man, he would be proud, for one, man. For starters, he'd definitely be proud to see how the entire Go-Go community and DC, the native Washingtonians, the way that everybody came together to not only stand up for Go-Go music, but to stand up for what's ours, which is this culture. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it go hand in hand. Like, the native Washingtonian, they grew up with Go-Go. Yeah. You know what I mean? So when you threaten either one of those, like, the whole real DC is going to stand up. Yeah. And that's what you saw. Like, to see it at this magnitude is something that my father would definitely be proud of, man. You know, he never was really into politics like that. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? He always respected it. He was always cool with, you know, the pioneers like a Marion Barry or Dick Gregory. Yeah. So he was always kept his ears close to the ground whenever there was something going on with his baby, which is Go-Go. Yeah. So let me ask you this, man. The Chuck Brown Foundation, for the people who don't really know what the Chuck Brown Foundation is and what y'all do and what's going on that end, man, explain to some of our viewers and some of our listeners that's tuned into us, man. Explain to them what the Chuck Brown Foundation is and what does it do. Right. So Chuck Brown Foundation, we created it to basically get towards the things that my father cared so dearly about, which is homelessness, you know, re-entry, like we were just talking about, education, and also, you know, just giving back to the community, man. Those are the main things that we focus on is homelessness, re-entry, and also education. So we getting ready for Chuck Brown Day, man. That's what I'm getting Chuck Brown Day.
When's the actual day?
So it's August 17th at Chuck Brown Memorial Park. There's Langham Park. In case nobody really know, like, definitely come on out, man. Last year, DPR estimated probably like 6,000 people that was out there junk last year, man. It was crazy. Yeah, crazy. So for the people who Chuck Brown Day,
Chuck Brown Day, man. I know, you know what I'm saying, I'm from that part of Northeast Washington, D.C. And you know what I'm saying, I was one of the guys that was, petitioning to actually get the park done.
Damn.
Because I know at one point in time they did not want that. They ain't want it over there.
The main reason, I ain't even cut you
Go
off.
ahead. We talking.
Main reason why they ain't really want it over there because initially it was supposed to have been like Merriweather.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed.
Oh, it's gonna be big like
it's
that.
Supposed to have been like that, man. But they scaled it back to make it, fitting.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, they the neighborhood and all that, they was.
Man, we stood up though, man.
Yeah.
That wasn't even behind though. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't even behind like what the petitions is, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know a lot of the older folk, really tapped into, your dad like that and was like, nah, like, see, I'm from a generation that didn't even know like back then that they were having go-go's at Langdon Park at one point in time. Every Sunday or every Sunday or Monday. It was one of those days out the week. They were actually having go-go's there at Langdon Park, and they were doing it weekly. And then, you know what I'm saying, it was becoming really big. A couple, you know what I'm saying, like, of course, small incidents would break out,
right.
but it wasn't nothing to what they were trying to do. And I was like, damn, I didn't know that. This is something that my dad and, you know what I'm saying, my mom was telling me, like, nah, this is something that this used to be like something they used to do back in the day, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, fool, because I always wondered, like, why was it at that particular location? But then when they broke down the history of the location and on why they did it there and how they used to have numerous like go-go's and different things, that was like, damn, that's kind of really dope.
It's really, like majority of DC is my father's old stomping grounds, but Northeast, you know what I mean, he was deep,
that's
Northeast, Northwest, that's where he was at because he was always like hustling, as a kid, shining shoes down at, Howard Theater, Lincoln Theater, all them places like that. But, Northeast is kind of like where my father, like.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you this, man. It might sound crazy though. Do you ever just like find yourself at the park just kicking it, man?
Yeah, I was
on some just chill, like, man, I'm just coming back like this is a.
It's a totally different vibe, man. It's like it's kind of like eerie at times. Like, damn, like, man. I remember my father was like actually joking about after he first got his street sign.
Okay.
He was he was elated when he got the street sign. He's like, man, people gotta die in order for something like that to happen. You know what I mean? They usually don't get to see the fruits of their labor. Yeah. But when my father seen that, he's like, man, I got my own street sign. Like, I can't, he couldn't believe it. And then, like, joking around with me and my brother one day, he's like, yeah, man, they thinking about giving me a park, man. We like, man, Daddy, be quiet. What you talking about? But for that to actually happen, like, we felt like he kind of, like, spoke it into existence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, after he passed away and they was talking about doing a park, we was like, man, you know what I mean? Like, the city really loved my father. So.
Yeah, man.
So how was it, like, growing up, like,
that's Chuck Brown.
like, you like, that's just dad. But y'all go to the mall and they like, I think that's Chuck Brown. You hear whisper, you like, dog, I'm not going to the mall. I know, no more. I'm tired.
I remember if I remember like KK saying like, and I wish she was here because she got a lot of stories too. But she was saying how y'all used to ride around and like the limos or Cadillac or something like that.
The white limo.
Yeah,
man. We be in limo like. When I first like realized like the type of impact my father really had on people in this area, we riding in a limo and I'm like 6 years old. You know what I mean? We just started playing football. We stop at a red light. We just got in the city. We stop at a red light. People on the side. Hey, Chuck, knocking on their window, trying to get my father to roll his window down. I'm looking in the back seat like, oh, they want to fight. Like I'm ready. You know what I mean? As a kid, I'm ready. I'm like, what the hell? So they get out the car. I'm like, Daddy about to fight. Like, blah, blah, blah. Man, next thing I know, it's a whole crowd of people around him. Yeah. In the middle of the street. People honking horns. You know what I mean? He getting mobbed. And he always tell us, like, he always wanted to remain humble because there was times where only people that wanted to take pictures of him was the police. You know what I mean? So he embraced all of that, man. That's why he was so accessible and such a
I think it's never been an opportunity like that. People can't like like the next person that I can honestly say that fits that type of, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who do fit it, but one person that I know fits that type of, you know what I'm saying, that criteria is Big G. Like, Big G is one of those guys that, man, as many people that, and I asked him that, we just did a fundraiser over Anacostia a couple of weeks ago, and I asked him, I said, with you being as who you are to the city, how the fuck, I had a cuss though, I said, how the fuck do you not forget people and who they are. Like I'm one of them guys. I give you the strange look like
Like
who you
where I
are.
remember you from.
Hey.
Your father and G are probably the only two people that I've came across that same people. I'm talking about people who he came across in his lifetime and remember them verbatim. And so not giving you the
from that moment.
Giving you the uptown struggle. I'm like, I know. No, I'm talking about once you tell him who you are, he's asking about family members, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, and I was amazed by that. And, with me being like a lead talker, I was really like, dang, that's something that I don't know if I got that gift. I said that shit is hard.
Yeah.
I know like your father, his interactions with people were like actually like really hands on because he remembered a lot of people.
Photogenic memory, man.
Yeah,
something crazy like. Him like just raising us, like of course he just dad to us, but to see him how he interacted with his fans and stuff, like it got to the point where we realized like, man, like he not only our father, he their father too. You know what I mean? Like, he's a father figure for so many people. And you know what I mean, we couldn't do nothing but just love that man and accept it for what it was, because we know it was times where we had to, you know what I mean, like let him be in his element. And times when he at home, he was chilling or cracking jokes. He stayed joning, man. That's something a lot of people don't know. My father was big time like jokester, man.
So let me switch gears a little bit. Because I told you I've been doing my research on you and stuff like that, man. And you was a big football player.
Yeah, man.
Big football player, man.
Before I even go there, man, I gotta give my brother Nikos his credit, because he definitely said
shout out Nico, man.
Nikos, yeah, man.
What's up, man? We should have asked him to come up here, man.
Nikos the brains of the family, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He like the smart part of my father.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Nikos, man, he really set the foundation. My brother Bill too, with just lead me into the sports. Cause that's the only thing I ever followed my brothers on. Okay. Everything else I on my own. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Nikos, he went to Virginia Tech first, and then I went to Tech.
Okay.
Both played ball there. I played with some pros like Tyrod, Cam Chancellor, Kyle Fuller.
Yeah. You played with the big dogs.
Yeah, man. We keep naming for days, but
yeah. So you was NFL ready.
Man, I was close. I had a good balled out, had a good pro day at Virginia Tech. Unfortunately, you know what I mean, a crazy injury happened to me, and that was the reason why
I was reading about that, though. I read about that, man. And like some people go through situations, and like with me, just about 2 months ago, I was in a real serious car accident, you know what I'm saying? And I think that changed my life, not only for the better, but it changed me forever with how I look at, how I view, how I go about, my day to day with vehicles. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, it's really weird how I move with that. But to see your situation, I mean, we can speak on it a little bit, but to see your situation and hear what happened. I mean, if you care to, say, let people know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
So 2014 would have been my rookie year. Going to NFL. I had a good pro day. I was down in Florida living and training with, I wasn't living with them, but I was living in Florida training with Brandon Marshall, Chad Johnson, Jay Cutler, Matt Forte.
Big dogs.
I can keep naming it. And I was, me being a nickelback, defensive back, strong safety, to be able to do like one-on-ones with them every day and seeing that I'm hanging with them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, I'm hanging with Pro Bowlers. Like, I got this. Like, I'm gonna be ready. Yeah,
I can get these people 5-10 years.
So if I can press this dude out, you know what I mean? This dudes, the moment you hear their names, I'm like, all right, I'm hanging with them. I'm good. But my problem was that I felt like I was a little too good to the point where it's like I felt like I was untouchable.
Okay.
And then crazy incident happened where I was with my girl at the time. Went to the beach. Her friend was dog sitting this dude dog. We followed her back to the spot where she was dog sitting this dude dog. Long story short, I got attacked by this pit bull, and the dog was fine when he was with me. So I put the leash on the dog. You know what I mean? I put a leash on him. I take him upstairs to the girl.
Yeah.
I hand her a leash. I'm like, hey, you good? She's like, yeah, go ahead and go. Thank you for getting him on leash. Right. All right, cool. About halfway down the steps, I hear the dog going off on her. So I'm like, the hell? Like, the dog was just fine. Before I got to the bottom of the steps, the dog was already coming down the steps. So I'm looking like, I'm in shock, like, what's going on? I see the dog just swoop, lock on my ankle.
What?
So I'm in shock. I'm like, what the hell? Like, then
nigga
I felt, so I felt
Scruffy
them,
was just good 5
he was
minutes
just-
ago.
Yeah, he was just good. So I felt them grab my ankle, and then I felt them lock. When I felt them lock, I was like, oh God, I gotta get them off.
Yeah.
I felt my bone crack, my small bone in my leg. So man, adrenaline, fight or flight told me get this joint off me. So I unlocked his mouth.
Shit.
Got him off me. He back up.
He said I locked his mouth. Like
Yeah,
that shit was
no
easy.
man, like
Yeah.
but
That's when the motherfucker. That's
now-
when that weight
now
room kicked
to give
in.
you a visual, to give you a visual, I was like an action figure. Like I was in the best shape of my
you're
life.
Superman
bro.
shit.
Like, like I'm like half of that right now.
Yeah. The
I was in
average
the-
man
yeah.
was fat ass out. Shit, that would still belong to me to this day.
Yes, like I'm talking about. I came out of college benching almost 400 pounds.
Damn.
375. Like my vertical was 37.
Crazy.
37 vert. I had 4.540. Like I had all right numbers as a safety. I put up the bench 225 24 times. Like,
Yeah.
I was in tip top
Hold on,
shape.
say that again. Say that again.
225 24 times.
You can't do 25 one time.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga, I can lift a burger 25 times.
10
Yeah,
5
man,
10 5 broad
225
jump. I was on top of my game, man.
Oh,
and then you know, I unlock his mouth. He back up, he bit a chunk. So I'm punching him off my leg.
shit.
He jump up like towards my face, towards my neck. I back up. I swear to God, I was like the Matrix, dog. I back up, he locked on my forearm. I swing him off, I punch him in the nose. He jump up at my main part. I'm like, it's like a nightmare. So yeah. So he jump up. I put my leg. Yeah. So look, I put my thigh in the way. He ain't get me. Thank God. Cause so
Where is the girl at this point?
man, the girl that was watching,
They had the leash.
they had the leash. She go hide on the balcony. So yeah, so she locked herself on the balcony. My girl, she came to the door just in time because she hear everything going on. She come from the car. She opened the door just in time. I slip out. She tried to close the door. You know, dog heads like lodge in the door.
Yeah.
So she finally closed the door, rushed me to the hospital. Man, they couldn't take X-rays or nothing until they clean. You know what I mean? They had to
Clean
take
the
X-rays first, clean the wounds, and then I call a dude that owned the dog. I'm like, look, man, your dog messed me up bad. I need to know if your dog had his shots. He like, I'll pay for your bills. Just don't tell my dog. I'm like, look, man, they already know about your dog. I need to know if your dog had his shots.
Yeah.
Click. He hang up the phone. I'm hot.
What?
I was
You like,
so hot, man.
Fuck these
It was
stitches.
like-
Let me go right now.
yeah. I was hot, man.
Damn.
I mean, it took me 4 years to win my case. I won my case.
Okay.
The crazy thing was, it was so hard for me to not only be around dogs, my family, but even watch football too, because the Bama that owned the dog, he ended up winning the ring with the Patriots when they beat the Seahawks. So
Ain't that
it was like an ultimate test from God, man, because
Ain't that a
not
bitch.
only that, both of my brothers, they breed dogs. Shout out to Nikos. You know what I mean? He got muscle merals. He doing his thing, man. Brother is really
So
doing
now, not only did you coming across a point like that's like me, like everybody know I got my pit tatted on me and everything. That's my heart right there. Like that's my man. But to actually now you got to go back in the atmosphere where you like this is a family business.
Yeah,
And this is
yeah.
what they do, and you like nah, like I know I love you, bro, but I ain't
Yeah,
fucking
coming
with
over
you.
your house.
So it
Yeah.
took me 2 years to get over that, man. Actually get to the
How
point.
long was it?
It took me 2 years to get over the
Yeah.
fear of dogs and stuff, because we grew up with dogs.
Yeah.
Man. It's like a normal thing, but for me to actually go through that trauma experience, it was something totally different. Like I look at dogs, I don't trust no dog. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do animals no more. But anyway, that experience, I really had to do some soul searching.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, not only the thing I grew up loving since I was 6 years old, outside of the music, you know what I mean, music was always there.
Yeah.
But it came back around to my age to get me out of that.
Yeah.
Get me out of that depression, get me out of all of that. So
Oh Lord, look,
music,
oh Lord,
yeah.
I'm gonna come out.
And speaking of music, man.
Oh Lord, fashion pretty late, but she here.
But yeah, man, that
Come on, don't
that
do
really-
don't do that. We here, boom.
that
Get
experience
it up, and go ahead, boom, right there.
that experience really
Welcome to BounceBeat Radio. 5 hours late.
that experience brought me back to the music, because
Yeah,
football was gone, man.
Yeah.
And I really had to figure out, like, all right, like, what is it do I love? What am I
why you gotta sit
passionate
down and
about?
like?
What do I care? What do I care about? And that's how I found myself back into the fold of, you know,
The music thing.
yeah, man.
So the music now, man. Let's walk up a little bit. Hold on, wait a minute. How you doing?
What's up?
Damn, took you long enough. You here?
I'm here.
Superstar.
They said it took you like 15 minutes just to get up the steps. I had to,
Superstar.
we ain't over here to sit in a wheelchair or
And I
anything
ain't
to
got
you.
my shade.
All right, you good? You all right?
I'm good.
Welcome to BounceBeat Radio. We was just interviewing your brother, talking about everything that's going on. We talking about the big event that's coming up, the Chuck Brown Day. We, you know what I'm saying? Let me bring you up to speed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Took 20, yeah.
Folk.
Yeah, she here though. I ain't gonna tell you all the bad stuff he said because you know he said he was gonna beat us up, but I told him nah, we gonna leave that alone. Boom, but you here now. Welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm alright.
You good?
Gucci.
You all right?
You look Gucci.
Yeah, she do. For real. So look, we talking about the day that's coming up, the big day that's coming up, the event that's coming up. We was talking about a little bit of what what brings about the event and stuff like that. What is the event? Let me just jump into it with you a little bit. What does the event bring to you? What do you think about the event over the years and what is man, it's coming to be?
It's still overwhelming to this day because the people, all the love they got from my father.
Yeah.
I just wish he was here to see it. And they get doper every year, I think.
Yeah, for real. It definitely
People
do.
come out no matter how hot. You know, even in the rain, they came out one year, it was raining, so that goes to show you how much love they got for them. And it's always peaceful. It's never no drama.
Yeah. Is it some new acts to the show this year? Is it some other people that's being added, like musicians, other bands?
Yeah.
Do
Go ahead, KK. You want to talk?
Yeah, he got a showcase with up and coming like rappers and performers.
Okay.
So it's called Yes for young entrepreneurs and entertainers.
Okay.
The youth empowerment showcase, and I'm having young artists and also having people that got their own, like young people who got their own businesses going.
Okay.
Making sure we get them some spotlight. We having an event for the event as well. So it's something that is definitely new that we adding to Chuck Brown Day. Also for the set list for Chuck Brown Day, we got Raheem Devon and Crank Crusaders. We got Belladonna. We got JYB.
Okay.
And also you got the Chuck Brown Band, man. So it's definitely going to be a great day.
It's going to be
man.
nice. I'm telling you, like, everybody been talking about the different things that's been going on in the city and how everything has been really, becoming in full fruition, like with everything with the Don't Mute DC and all this stuff like that. But one thing that I know for sure, two things I know for certain, like the Chuck Brown Day is just like it's crazy. Like I've been to the last two, no, maybe three. But the last one, I was like, damn, these motherfuckers, this niggas all over this pop. Yeah. I said, like you pull up with the intentions of people being there.
Right.
And, say you come, you be like, man, there's going to be a couple of people here. It's going to be a couple of 100 people here. That's the expectancy. But like now, it's like, I had to park damn near by Saratoga and walk over to John. I said, let me get my pocket knife. God damn, I got to walk a little bit. Let me get my pocket knife in my red cup and I'm going to be cool. Yeah. And it definitely was dope, man. The experience was nice. I didn't have no complaints about nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was really, really dope, and I really appreciate where's it going at? Where it's actually becoming something that's really, really, really great. Now, I think the biggest thing that really stood out to me was it wasn't even about me no more. Like to see my sons and them talking about it and. You ear hustling like, what you know about Chuck Brown? And they start giving you little facts. It ain't 100% of what they know.
Yeah, you know a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then they trying to sing some of the songs a little bit. It's like that's what it's about. It's not even about us no more. It's about, you know what I'm saying, when y'all gone, when we gone, y'all got a special place that y'all can go, or your family members or kids can go, that you can say this is something that our dad, you know what I'm saying, put together. His accomplishments to the city was that big that they actually had to give him this. And everybody, like now, is that's the point. Like this year, we had I work at a school, so one of our field trips was to Chuck Brown Park.
Wow.
And you know what I'm saying, like I actually like had my little, we did like a little scavenger for him, like giving them little stuff. So now the biggest thing was it wasn't about us going over to the park. It was just actually having them research the music, understanding who your father was, understanding that this is a genre of music that's not only that you can only find here in the city. And they was really, I'm talking about, you should have seen, like we got some footage of it, man. They was out there, you know what I'm saying, they was going crazy trying to look at the things and like, oh no, that's where the, like looking at the big, you know what I'm saying, the big posters and getting the information off and putting it on their paper. I was like, now they understand the logic of what Chuck Brown is and what he brings to the city. And that's the whole atmosphere of what we were trying to do and what we were trying to bring. So, like, you know what I'm saying, with the event going on, what time does it start?
So it starts at 2 p.m. From 2 to 7. We definitely gonna have everybody out there, man. And we the Chuck Brown Foundation is also having our 6th annual backpack giveaway and back to school giveaway.
Is that the same day?
Yeah, so you know what I
Okay.
mean. That's something that the foundation we do every year.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
You know, we giving away 1,000 book bags and school supplies, getting the kids ready for school, man. So
That's really dope, man. That's really dope, man. And you know what I'm saying, with that in the city, like you would be surprised though how many kids that come from the area who really needs or who look forward to those actual backpacks or
Yeah,
those
the
book
school
bags and stuff
supplies
like that.
and
And it goes a long way, man. I used to think, man, man, your mother only paid $12 for rent. Like, why y'all don't got it? But I realized some people, mothers really don't be having it,
Right.
and they really look forward to actually getting it, man. So I try to, us as BounceBeat Radio, we try to do something big every year too for. And I wish that, you know what I'm saying, in the years that coming up, we can kind of partner up and try
yeah.
to help out. And y'all can, you know what I'm saying, we can put something
You can help
together.
stuff the motherfucking book.
yeah.
If that's what y'all need us, no, for real. If that's what y'all need us to do as BounceBeat Radio, we would get the community together and we would definitely stuff some book bags for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it go a long way with, you know what I'm saying, helping that one little tedious, you know what I'm saying, thing that y'all can cut off the list, put us forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just let us know where to meet up at and where to do it at. We'll bring a truckload of people. And because I use my kids all for, look, you little DC jail prospects, y'all need some goddamn community service hours, but
Right.
they always cuss me out. But then when they actually get around and they see what's actually going on, they love it because of the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
love it.
the
They say,
experience.
dang, man, we don't even want the community service hour, Mr. Bum. Nah, y'all gonna get them because I see y'all took time out y'all day to actually come. So I will bring some kids over and we can
That'd
actually
be cool,
do that. We
man.
definitely could do that, man. So the Chuck Brown band, man. Let's talk a little about the Chuck Brown band,
Yeah,
man.
man. Go ahead.
I know a lot of people thought that, you know, say like of our genre or our generation, you know what I'm saying, thought that the band was in non-existence.
Right.
So to hear like them, I know that it's still kicking and rolling and doing what it's do. You know what I'm saying? How has that been? And what's your role in it? And what's KK role in it?
So my role,
She taking selfies.
yeah,
No, she taking
K out the
Yeah,
chain.
I'ma lock her
My
up.
role, I sing some of the songs, sing some of my father's songs. So
Okay.
that's my role, just bringing that energy to the stage, man. Been going ever since my father passed away.
Okay.
Honestly. We started out doing, Chuck Brown Mondays at the Howard Theater. And
Okay.
Now we're doing, different shows all over the place. And definitely going to see us on Chuck Brown Day, man. And make sure y'all be out there. Okay.
My role is KK.
Oh Lord, here she go.
I just do me.
I know you're not getting up on the stage like this, and you just,
I
you know what
do
I'm saying.
me.
I mean, what is you? What do you do?
You need to come see.
I know. I mean, we got people that's tuned in that don't know.
Oh, well, they gonna have to come see me.
KK is her own entity, man.
She does not get her own little special little roundabout. She needs to know when she gets on that stage.
It's about the whole band, but when it's my turn, it's about me.
All
She
right.
definitely hold that power, man. She got the whole attention. When she step on the stage, people go, they go crazy because they see something different.
But it's always been like when she stepped on stage, and I actually got a like some people become fans of people before they even get an opportunity to meet them on a personal level, just so on a level where you like, damn, like. The way that she performed is really dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's always been her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen her one day, where I was on my bike. I was riding, I love riding my bike. So she was down there. She was doing that. It was nobody at Chuck Brown Park. And I was like, we riding up. That's one of my little
She
bike
was there.
routes. And she was on there. She was actually there. She was shooting a video. What video was you shooting for?
Oh, yeah.
Probably Beautiful
Beautiful
Life.
It was
Life.
Beautiful Life. But listen to me. If you would have, to pull up, you would think that it was about 1,000 people out there.
But that's
her. I'm
her.
like, what the fuck are they doing all this Lord?
Yeah.
This Lord. I said,
That's
what the fuck is
that's
that?
KK. It don't
Then
matter.
I pulled. I said, oh, that's KK. So I pulled up on her. You know what I'm saying? Once again, she stopped what she was doing and hollered at me real quick. Then she jumped back, like she jumped back into her role. Like I was like, that shit was just. It was like, damn, that's dope. But that's her. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people in the industry don't got that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of female MCs in the industry don't got that. A lot of people get up there, turn their back, turn their side. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like about her. She demands the stage. And that should be what it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. Like when you get on stage and it's your time to get it, that's your time. So let me ask you, what's one of your fondest memories with Pops? What's one of the fondest memories with Pops?
When I first started, right, I used to sound like Minnie Mouse, and I was so nervous because I just wanted to make my father proud. But then he was like, "Stop, just do you. Don't be scared. What you scared for?" And I was like, "I don't want to mess up." And he was like, "You gotta find your voice." So he always told me to find my voice. So once I found it, that was it. But see, when I'm talking, it's soft. But when I'm on the stage, I sound like a man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to find my voice, which is what he said, which that works for me because that little light, I lose my voice when I try to do a high pitch or something. But in the studio, it sounds like this, like I'm talking, but when I'm on stage, it's way deeper, way more. So it's just him telling me little stuff and like little bits and pieces, like him and Lil Benny. They used to give me pointers and stuff. Yeah. And Benny just used to be like, Benny used to always be in my head, like, you the shit. Yeah. Fuck him up. That's what we always, that's our little thing before we get on stage. Like, you ready to fuck him up? I'm like, I'm ready to fuck him up. Let's fuck him up. He's like, fuck him up. Fuck it. You got it. And you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I always been comfortable with my skin, so, you know, I go up and down like a yo-yo, so it really didn't matter. I was just always me, always. But I just always remember my father telling me, to find your voice. Once you find your voice, that's it. Right. You got it.
Right, and I see, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I definitely be looking at your IG for your inspiration. Have you ever thought about like writing like an inspirational book or like just writing a book in general, like just cause like something like we were just talking about it before you came in, man. We was talking about like how you go on these little rants, and then to the world it's a rant, but then to us who actually know you, that's just you being KK, and it's like it's one of those things I be like, that's like. I really look like if you put 100 IG clips up, I'm like, I gotta be tuned in because I'm like, in between the 90th and the 120,
you're gonna get something out of it.
Exactly. You're gonna get some real shit out of that. You know what I'm saying?
People in my inbox though, like, thank you, like, oh my God, you helped me get through this. Like, one girl was like, she was going through the same thing that I be going through, and she didn't know how to talk to nobody because nobody understood what she was going through. And she was like, you just be helping me get through the day. And there be a lot of people in my inbox, I be like, damn, well, I was just saying my situation I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was helping, but okay, that's cool.
Nah, I'm telling you from a male perspective, I be like, shit, I done screenshotted some of your shit in voice. I done screen recorded some of your shit. Yeah, you better listen. You better look at this. You better take heed of this.
Hey, my friend said he did it to his girl. He said, man, I had to repost the joint, send it to a girl. She was mad as shit.
I'm telling you, you just don't know. I send that thing over quick. Like, look, hey, look, motherfuckers know what you're going through over here, so don't think that you don't understand or know. So that's really dope. You know what I'm saying? At the fact that, you know what I'm saying, and that once again, I know you don't, because you so down to earth that it's so crazy. Then you just be doing you. So you just don't know how many people you reaching on that level, just on some regular shit. Like I told you, I work at a school, so some of my kids be having a little you need to bite into a Snicker day. I'm like, look, you better look at some of these read 5 of these motherfucking posts and come back and, yeah, I know, that's what I say. I really want you to, when we get off air, I want to get some real information, because I want you to actually come up and talk to some of our youth. See, I deal with a lot of youth that come from that poverty area, that need that strong
like
black female.
I already do that anyway.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna put you in the mix that we can show. You know what I'm saying? Especially with you going through everything and you just breaking this shit down. It ain't like, that's what I like about you. It's raw. Like it ain't
ain't no filter.
Nah. Like with those, them they need that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and right now in life, not in just DC, but in life, it's hard to come across a chick that's dope like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that they can relate to. That's why a lot of them relate to me, because they say I'm one of the down ones. I'm like, but this is just my life. This is just what I do. So, man, look, August the 17th, it's going down.
Chuck Brown Day.
JYB,
Belladonna, Raheem Devon, Crank Crusaders.
So if it's a rapper that wants to come out and actually perform for the Yes event on Chuck Brown Day, how would they get in contact with you guys to do that?
They need to shoot me an email or DM on Instagram. So email Wiley Brown.
Okay.
.cbf@gmail.com or Instagram Chuck Brown Foundation.
All right, and we'll put it up on the IG and the Facebook so people can tune in, man. I definitely want to thank y'all for coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Man. Even though somebody was fashionably late, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, she came in and did what she did, so it's cool. You know what I'm saying? We definitely will be in attendance, man. You know what I'm saying? if y'all want to be a part of stuffing the book bags for the youth, please let us know, and we'll definitely, you know what I'm saying, let us know we can make that happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind putting you know, three crayons and some
we might have the
composition
backpack
notebook.
giveaway is gonna be next to the second stage on the 18th Street side.
Okay.
So the second stage for the Yes event will be on the
Also, it's
the
gonna be one of them
18th
on
Street
stage
side.
out there.
Yeah, so it's 2 stages.
Damn, y'all doing that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Chuck Brown John first time was a milk crate out there, motherfucker. Now y'all got the stage.
Remember that shit?
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck is this? How we going home?
Yeah, I'm
we
telling
got
you.
the jumbotrons too, man.
God damn, y'all doing it like that?
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Nah, I mean, I need to get on the lottery ticket or something. God damn, y'all doing it like that?
That's
Yeah,
a job
man.
out there.
Hey, give me a volunteer pass out there. That's, hey, listen, man. I really don't think, or I don't think y'all. I mean, cause y'all so down to earth. I always say that about y'all, but man, this is something big, man. Like, man, when my grandmother, and my father, and then my father told me something. I'm taking your grandmother down to Chuck Brown. That's it. I said, Grandma, what you gonna be doing down there? She tell me some shit. I'm gonna be Run Joe. And I said, well, then get your motherfucking Run Joe on then. I said, that's all right. For my grandmother to be eager, she got her outfit out and all that. I'm
That's
telling
what's
you,
up.
you think I'm lying? Why am I gonna take a picture with grandma?
That's
Grandma
tight
told me,
right
I'm going to the hairdresser in the morning, get my curls in here. I said, who you going out there looking for? Don't worry about that, nigga. I'll be down there, though. I said, that's all right, grandma. So look, man, on that note, man, we'll put all the information up. We'll make it happen, man. I want to thank y'all again for always. Y'all, whenever we call, y'all always tap in and y'all always look out, man. So is there anything else y'all want to say before y'all get off the air?
Yeah, I'm having an old female cipher.
Oh,
Yeah,
here she go.
KK having an all-female
no
cipher.
bullshit.
Yeah,
You are?
Mm-hmm.
When you
And
doing it?
it's on the end of September. I
Okay.
didn't get the exact date yet because I gotta make sure everybody can agree to the date. But I just want to link like females together because there's always a bunch of cattiness and bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I want to set all that aside and let everybody see that different people got talent, whatever level they on, whether they high,
Right.
low, whatever. If they won't be in it, then we doing it. If not, then whoever I got, we just gonna push it through. But it's gonna be big. you know?
Yeah. Well, if y'all
Also-
want to debut it up here, or before y'all go up there, and we you know how we blast it out. You know we got so many people that tune in and follow us, man. If y'all want to come up here and have a pre-cipher just to get the you know get the motor running or get the energy behind it a little bit,
Yeah, it's
we'll
supposed to
turn
be
these.
12, but so far 6 came to the first meeting, so I might deal with that 6.
Let me know.
That'll be
Whoever,
dope.
however many it be, that's
Singers,
what I'm gonna
rappers,
do. But it's gonna be- No, they rappers, female
All rappers, okay.
From the
Also-
DMV.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I got a chick coming from New York
Oh, all right.
and another chick coming from Florida.
Okay.
Also, I'm working on my first project too, so y'all be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be called Chip Off the Old Block. So
All right, y'all
Working
working,
on-
man.
yeah.
I love to see y'all working, man. I'm glad y'all are able to keep Pop's legacy alive. Y'all doing it. I know for a fact. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I know he'd be proud. I know he'd be happy about the situation, man. So I want to thank y'all for coming on the show, man. You already know how we
Thank
do,
y'all.
man. It's
Thank
always a
y'all,
pleasure. It's always a pleasure, man. So we're going to play a little bit of jams. Bring my man Chop up, man. I get your information, man, because I need to talk to these little bad kids. I got 3 that just got from DC jail right before we left out of school that I know you need to get on top of and just cuss them out just on GP and we make it happen, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're now tuned in to BounceBeat Radio, champ. Let's go.
Hey Jody, you know we can't see you. Hey Reed, you know we smiling down on me, saying everything okay. I'm making it stuff. See you again someday. Say I wish. Hey Jody, I wish. Hey Black, I wish.
dedicated to anybody who got a special somebody, whether you read them or not. It don't even matter. That's your main thing. No, y'all know what it is. Come on, just tell them like this. Just be my main thing. The one I want, the one I need. I'll give you everything. Hold you down for eternity. She said, well, if you want me, you're gonna have to put in work. Huh? Don't waste my time, promise you'll always be mine. Take a dosages of this lean, and it's hard to do my thing. I'm trying to focus all on my dream and keep my closest chick on my team. Now all she wanna do is whine and nag till I fill her shelf with designer bags. She at home on TV, all kinda sad, cause I'm out on the road with all that bag. She got, I'm thinking that she cool with the plan, but she having visions that I fool with the fans. Keep your composure and stay cool as a fan, and be happy just to know that you do this to man. You stress and complain and say you feel neglect. I'm about to send STFU in the tech. Yeah, these chicks all on me, they like how I flex, but it's you right beside me when this flight's on the jet. Just be my main thing. The one I want, the one I need. I'll give you everything. Hold you down for eternity. She said, well, if you want me, you're gonna have to put in work. Don't waste my time, promise you'll always be mine. Baby, the have and the hold, I promise to never fold. But down since day one, so you know that I'm 10 toes. And speaking of 10 toes, I rub them when they get cold. You got that wagon on your back, I just call it a wild load. So slide them panties to the side, I'm finna to go low. We don't need no accessories, this is a solo. Tripping and slipping through the sheets, yeah, baby, about to explode. And now she call me every night, begging me for more. Let's hit the mall, I take you to the Versace store. Put that chain around your neck and have you drip down and go. Or you wanna take a trip, tell me where you wanna go. Don't even worry about the funds, baby, I got the dough. We down Miami, drop top, Mercedes, Giuseppe stepping. Just to have you by my side, girl, I swear to God, it's a blessing. The mother bras ain't like you, they had me stressing. You my main thing, you're always in my heart, that's why you special. My main thing, the one I want, the one I need. I'll give you everything. Hold you down for eternity. She said, well, if you want me, you're gonna have to put in work. Don't waste my time, promise you'll always be mine. Gon' do this dance all night. Two-step to this until we get this damn thing right. Now won't you two-step to this? We gon' do this dance all night. Two-step to this until we get this damn thing right. Hey, two-step to this. Everybody in the room, two-step to this. Yeah, two-step to this. And show your main thing. Won't you two-step to this? Yeah, two-step to this. Everybody in the room, two-step to this. Yeah, two-step to this. And show your main thing. Won't you two-step to this? Hold it, 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 hold
Welcome back to BounceBeat Radio. I am your host, the Donnie Simpson of the BounceBeat gang, Shebo, man. You already know how we do, man. I got my man Chopper in the building, man. My man is here. You know what I'm saying? Here, I'm telling you, man, if y'all ain't hip to what's going on and what he been putting out and the crank that he been bringing and the shit that he been got popping, you stuck underneath a rock, basically. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, Antoine?
Hey, ain't nothing, man. Over here, BounceBeat Radio. You know, show them how to crank. That's what's going on.
Hey,
you know,
so this is part. So let's talk about part one a little bit, man. Part one to show them how to crank, man. What was the inspiration behind you even thinking about even putting this together and trying to make this thing happen, man?
All right, so my inspiration behind it was, you know what I'm saying, I was like, I just want to do something different because I always been a producer, you know what I'm saying, but I never really considered myself as an artist at the same time, even though I can do it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Even still, when it comes to the whole go-go thing, I don't always been on the drums, but behind the scenes, I'll be doing the songs or whatever. So, long story short, I was like, okay, if it's some songs that the band that I'm with, we ain't doing, you know what I'm saying? Why not take that and utilize it for my own? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. Sometimes, if you want to do something, you got to show them better than you can tell them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where the name came from, show them how to crank. It's like, okay, if I tell you, hey, look, do this way, you know what I'm saying?
You got a nigga like,
know,
nah.
I'm like this, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you wrong. This music, this is what I do, you know what I'm saying? Play this way, this, that, and the third. And y'all be like, nah, it don't sound right, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, it's easy for me to show you all put together than versus just sitting here trying to tell you. So when I show you, now you hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, you understand the vision.
Yeah, exactly.
So before we begin to show them how to crank one and then move it into part two, man.
Yeah.
Who are you? Like for the people who don't know who you are and what you do and what you bring to the game and what's going on.
Man, if we talking about go-go, y'all already know I started with XIB. That was back in 06. We started that back in middle school.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, originated.
Oh, so you're original. You're one of the original jumpers for
course.
XIB.
I am. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, not necessarily. I started on the keyboard, but
For real?
yeah, it was somebody else who used to play the drums, but you know.
That was before y'all became XIB though, right? Yeah, when y'all combined them as See, I didn't even know that was XOB.
That was a different band.
Yeah, y'all combined with another band and became one band. You remember back in the day, it'd be like, well, my band got 2 keyboarders. Your band ain't got no keyboards, but your singer tight, so we're gonna combine the bands and have one big ass tryout.
Yeah, we all started practicing in the basement, and the band just went from there.
And that's how XIB was created?
Yeah, that's as far as XIB. But me, myself, you know what I'm saying, drummer, keyboard player, you know, I'm trying to teach myself how to play the bass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do it all, not just go-go, R&B, rap, you know, whatever y'all want, you know. Yeah.
So you do it all. You used to do it all. So then from XIB, so I didn't know that. I mean, I kind of knew, but I didn't know that you was one of the originators of XIB, man, and you was over there with the whole movement and stuff like that. So let's just go for because I don't want to keep back and forth. XIB, how many songs did you make in XIB? This you gonna add niggas?
Majority of them.
How many songs do XIB got? Minus
I ain't
one.
gonna take credit for all of them, but majority of them, you know what I'm saying, between me, Showtime, you know, when
Mikey.
Reggie was in the band, you know,
Yeah,
definitely, like.
Low.
So what did you produce? What did you make? Like what was the songs like? Did you make?
Just your favorite 5.
My favorite 5 XIB songs definitely be Push It Up, Work the Pole, that's a throwback. Let me see, Booty Call, I Love It Baby. There's so many of them. Fucking, of course, this gonna make you chop. Of course.
Okay,
you know what
you made that.
Yeah, definitely. We took that from James Brown. Just made it to a BounceBeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then after you left XIB, where did you move to?
Then after that, chill for a while. Then that's when I got with T.O.B.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was rocking with T.O.B. for about a year and some change. Did a couple songs with them, and then after that, that's when I stopped again, and then that's when I finally got with Reaction.
What songs did you create with T.O.B.?
Let me see, that Drunken Love joint. What the fuck was that? Damn, that Kanye West joint.
Yeah. We got them bouncing like
yeah. That joint. it wasn't too much with them. It wasn't too much with them that wasn't already there.
Yeah. But you just came and sprinkled a little bit.
Oh
of
yeah,
sauce.
of course, got to.
You came and
Got
put
to.
a little bit of that sauce on it
Got
to make
to.
it be what it be. So
Yeah.
then you moved to reaction.
Yeah.
So what from reaction? What did you bring?
Shake It, Take You Home. Shit. Me and my man Mikey, Bounce It, Baby. Shit, it's a couple songs. I can't even think of them all right now. But
Yeah.
So how was it playing in each bag? Because each bag plays a different type of, you know what I'm saying? BounceBeat got a different type of sound. And you brought a different type of, you know what I'm saying, flavor to each bag. So how was it, like, you know what I'm saying, changing with each one?
It was cool with me. It was definitely interesting to see how each band, you know, like practice, come up with songs. When it comes to just organization, period, you know, every band's pretty much got that same shit. You know, like when it comes to the good band, everybody got that same shit. It's like going from one job to another. You know what I'm saying? You may get paid more, but it's the same shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody complaining about the same shit, basically.
Exactly. Of course, niggas is always watching the next nigga. Either
Niggas
they
be
up
late to
or they
pride,
down. Everybody got that eye
good.
on the next nigga. Best believe that.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Hey, Slim, let me a quick little story, right? Me and my man, right? I'm
about to say you played in the
yeah, this
band,
my
right?
man, Joe. Like this my man right here, man. Like, you know, like I was very underappreciative of the younger generation of BounceBeat until I met him and Juan. You know what I'm saying? And no, not you. You know what I'm saying? my man's.
Oh, wow.
And you know what I'm saying? Like
excuse me.
they redefined and they rejuvenated the Bo y'all see today. Like for real, like like what I learned from Antoine, man. Like I call him Antoine.
I
ain't
know
never
you
called
don't
him
never
Joe.
call it chop.
That's my man. So you know what I'm saying? That's how we do. You know, but what I learned from him was that I never met a young drummer with the passion of creating and passion of coming in. Like you get a drummer that come in, and if you playing multiple days out the week, and then you get to practice, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just stick to the format of what's going on. And he always, we gotta do this. Nah, man, you gotta perfect this, man. Like you gotta be on top of this, man. Like we never gonna get to this level if we not worried about this, man. Like he always set the bar. So like, and he does a lot of what they don't know is he does a lot of conducting from the back scene. Like that's what I learned. Like your drummer is really calling the plays for real.
Of course,
if you got a great drummer, if you look at Bug, you look at the greats, you look at Irk from UCB, like he's pointing, like he might be playing, he like nah, he see with the crowd. Sometimes he comes from an era where a lot of the lead talkers turn their back. So you will see him tell Spaceman.
Like,
he'll tell Space. Yeah, exactly. He'll tell
like,
Spaceman.
Go back
to that hook. Like
go back.
that. That's what's getting them hype.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You start smiling. You like, yeah.
And I said, hold on, this motherfucker knows something now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I learned. Like the passion for him with the music, and like I guess that's just manifesting as something great that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't see him as what he do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. And I used to always like that's how we got close, because instead of like now, like instead of people tapping into him, so many people are so fearful of the creativity that the young guy has that they push him away and try to put him
in
on his own avenue. And put him in like hell.
Like nah, we not gonna do it like that. We only gonna do it like this. It's like, why be scared to change?
One of the first drummers before you talk though. One of the first drummers that I ever at this young age, seeing them play one song every different way of go-go, and then you choose. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get a lot of if you gonna bounce it. Yeah. And you gonna practice it, bounce it without ever trying it as a
don't ever want to do no other
never
way.
try it as a 3-step. You never gonna try it as an open swing. You never gonna try it. He tries them all, and he might give it to you.
You might like all 8 ways. You
while you practicing, you ain't even gotta tell him. He just going. The transition might come around. And he'll tell him like, nah, y'all keep the music. Me and him just gonna change. Yeah. Damn, I'm saying this nigga right here. Who the fuck is he?
Yeah.
Who had him stuck underneath the rock that he was? And I'm no homo. I'm not on his dick and all that. I'm just saying like he's just one of the youngest that I be around all. I've been around the who's who of up and coming drummers at the time, and he was the only one that had more of a passion for the music than a lot of the up and coming drummers. But go ahead.
Shit, what was the question?
I don't know. I was just.
So, like, where did you get your creativity from? Like, you got any background in go-go, like family members, or like how was you exposed to it?
As far as go, not too much. I mean,
Or music, period.
you know what I'm saying? My brother played the drums. My father played the drums. Music just one of my family, period. Uncle played the drums. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I always been around music, so that's just, period. I've been in marching band, concert band, all different types of shit. So, yeah, I got different backgrounds to bring to the scene. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what? Let me ask you this, because when it comes down to your style of bounce beat, like I look at your style of bounce beat as on a level as like Mock Block,
Yeah.
because you play the bounce at that pace, but you also are able to maintain a pace where it's like, nigga, if you can, like what bounce beat now, you can't really determine the difference in different grooves. Some people, if you listen to some bands, all they grooves as a drummer sounds the same. But like when I hear you play, it's like I know. No, it is no shade. I just know when you playing and I know when Wiley playing. You know what I'm saying? I know
Right.
just like with T.O.B.
Right.
I know when, you know what I'm saying? I know when Davo playing and I know when Sam playing. Isn't they saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
Sam playing. Like I just know the difference
Yeah.
between the styles of playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing to you, like, what and I know this ain't, you can't sit here and tell me that's just you, because I know you had to sit at home and
do your
develop
homework,
this style that you have, because like even the way you play this shit is like, it's a different swag to it.
Yeah.
So what made you jump out the box and do something different with your bounce beat to make it a little different than everybody else?
I mean, you gotta make yourself stand out as a drummer, period. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own different style, but definitely when I was in XIB, Wiley, first off, that's definitely my man. I used to look up to him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was playing with XIB, I used to we used to study the shit out reaction. Like we used to be on the side of the stage at
Soon
the
as y'all
time.
get
like,
up, hurry up, come on,
I'm telling you, niggas go put that shit up. Like
come
we
right back in the
real
club,
live
sit
used to
there.
come in that bitch with goggles, like binoculars and shit. Like we studying these niggas to the T. Like
Right.
I used to ask that nigga all the time, like, yeah, how you do that? You know what I'm saying? That. I'm trying to tell you. Then it's like, okay, shit. Now that I got my time, you know what I'm saying, to do my thing, of course, yeah, I gotta add my 2 cents to it.
Yeah. And I mean, and bro, you know what you bring to the game is a hell of a situation, man. So you know what I'm saying, like this music that you creating, man. This music that you creating, man. What came? I know you said said you wanted to show them how to crank,
Right.
But like just sitting down with things like, cause I mean you doing it all. You singing on the jump,
Yeah.
you rapping on the jump.
Lead, Mike,
Yeah.
Congo,
I'm everything.
How long
The one
how
man
long
band,
did it
man,
take?
man,
How long
man,
did it
man.
take to just make one song? I mean, is it a production? Is it one of those times you just sit in the house, you hit you one and just be like, man, I'm in my zone, let me go, or you just like just I got a certain aspect of what I got to do. What gets you on your jam to make your creativity come out?
Well, I definitely gotta add some drink.
Yeah.
That get your blood running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That get everything flowing. But usually it's just like, it's not even when I'm in the studio. I just be out randomly somewhere, just hear something on my head, and
I
I
gotta
just
get home,
yeah,
man.
I
I
just
gotta
hurry
put
up
this shit
recording on my phone. And I just be like, shit, as soon as I get in the studio, I'm doing this. Like,
Yeah.
shit, so it's been a couple times I've been late for work. Just I wake up, I hear something, I'm like, I gotta do this shit like now. It ain't gonna be the same. Like, I
Yeah.
got to.
So let me ask you this, man. Like, what makes your style different from Eddie Beats?
Well, shit, I ain't never really listened too much of his stuff to really comment on that. But from what makes me different, again, like I said, I do it all. And my style is like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, what's the best way I can put it? It's not the usual go-go, like the style of go-go that you hear now. What I'm doing is like the old CCB type shit, the old TCB type shit that you would have heard back in the day. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the type of shit that I came up listening to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the slow bounce shit and all that shit. That's cool to add in it now. Of course, you got to adapt to the style, but you just got to incorporate it all in there.
So even with like the different music, like I done seen you on here singing, like I see you done had a lot of different artists on from Show 'Em How to Crank 1
Yeah.
opposed to Show 'Em How to Crank 2.
Right.
Like you have a lot of good talent on
Right.
there, man. You
Yeah.
got Chopper Black on there. You got Mikey on there. You got Neil on there. You got Spaceman on there. You got so many different people on there, man.
Tina, she right there.
Oh, she
She
right
on
there?
it. Yep.
What song she singing on? Main thing.
Nah, with Neil.
She singing with Neil.
Make 'em bounce. Yep.
Girl, man, go ahead somewhere with some girl. You're a little star in the cut like a mother.
Yeah. I had to get everybody on it. I
Little
had to get
star in the
everybody.
cut
on it.
over there.
So you basically like no funny like the go-go DJ Khaled.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely. I'm trying to tell you, because at the end of the day, you can go so much further instead of everybody being that corny shit, who better than who this person, blah, 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 when it's talent all together. You know what I'm saying? If niggas just did that shit and kept it moving like that, if everybody can come together with that whole don't meet DC thing, think about if y'all did it with the music. You can't lose.
Yeah,
You
I
know
wish
what I'm
I wish that and I was telling you this the other day, man.
Yeah.
I was wishing that, man, like the platform, like a platform has to be created and started from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand when you actually have an opportunity or somebody to put the work in to get that actual avenue driven on. Some people try to say, nah, I'm gonna try to do it, but I'm gonna do it my own way. Why not sit down with somebody like yourself and you really teach the business like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I put 2 joints out. It might be better that if we go half and get this done versus me, you know what I'm saying, us going through this distributor and him actually raping us a little bit more. Let's put our money together and put something on a bigger platform to make things happen a little bit better for us, not just you. But the thing about sometimes, and that's what I think, that's the reason why a lot of our artists go unsung. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of our greats go unsung because you got other people think, they trying to do, all Chop trying to do is just use you for your talent, then you ain't gonna be, then it ain't da-da-da-da-da. But then when you turn around, you 40 or 50 years old, and you sit back wishing that, you know what I'm saying, Antoine used you for your, you know, your talents, and you could have put, you never know who you would have went.
You know what I'm saying? 2023, you can be like, damn, that nigga called me for a feature, and I was on some Hollywood shit.
Listen, I'm telling you, and that's the problem, niggas and their egos. You know what I'm saying?
I
Everybody too feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, fuck all that shit corny to me, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody better than the next motherfucker. It's something I'm good at, something that you good at, you know what I'm saying?
You
fuck
can learn
all
from
that.
anybody.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Even if a nigga some shit, he might do something you like, I could take
Trust
that
me.
and turn that.
Oh, you ain't never thought about it, though.
Exactly.
Like he broke something down to me the other day when we was down Lucky Strikes. He set in for reaction. If y'all don't know, he set in for reaction, and he broke something down for me the other day, and I was like, God damn, said the nigga. I mean, and it was something as minute and simple. I don't even want to expose the shit because it's so simple that nobody's doing it. And he was just like, why is it that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the bigger bands with the platform that they have don't take this avenue and actually rebranding and remarketing themselves. And I was sitting down like, damn, I'm like, nigga, you don't. It's like he one of those guys that's so humble that you won't like. And I always like. That's why I think that he loved me so much because I'm always no homo. I'm always tapping into him like, "What's up, man? Like, what's going on? What's your next move? What you got going on? This and the third." But in return, I'm trading off information with him too, so that he understand that it ain't just me trying to gain something from. Because we always jam like that, and we always vibe like, you know what I'm saying. That's always what it was. But like when it comes down to the industry though, fool, like. Why is it that you kind of sort of took a step back from it now and you really not just, because I know you can play with anybody in the circuit, but why is it like now you just like a little bit more, and you're doing it the right way because it's giving you an opportunity now to push your project and really sit down on your project. But why, I mean, why you haven't played with nobody, man?
Man, because it's like this. Here's how I feel about it now. Like, playing is cool, but at the end of the day, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, how much repetition do you need if it's not really doing nothing major with it? It's like, okay, we could practice twice a week. We could play here every Saturday, Sunday, this, that, and the third, whatever the third is. But at the end of the day, whatever it is, at the end of the day, what's the bigger picture than doing all this? Is this just a hobby? You know what I'm saying? If we really putting all this work into it, why not eat off the fruits of your labor? You know what I'm saying? If we putting all this work and everybody say this is what they want out of it and this, that, and the third, why not do it on a bigger scale to really be able to live off what you love to do?
Or at least say you tried.
Exactly. Like, you know it's like, come on, man. Why would you not? I
definitely agree because people in go-go so talented. Like, look at Roger B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back when y'all was playing the Thai Seafood, you didn't think Roger B would be who he is. Now look at him. he in Cali.
Yeah.
Probably ain't thinking about go-go.
Yeah.
You know
He
what I'm
think
saying?
about go-go,
Well,
but
you know,
he using his go-go talents
but
to
he
put it
did
Exactly.
like the same
But
thing,
see,
like
that's
how
what
you
I'm
said.
saying.
He took it to another
That's what
level,
I'm saying.
and I'm sure he probably approached niggas back then like, hey, you know, I got this idea. Let's niggas, nah,
Yeah.
I don't want to. Nah, he probably like,
Man,
you
help
know
me
what?
get this keyboard, nigga. Like, nah,
Exactly.
ain't
Yeah.
this shit.
And then you know, now look at him, one
Exactly.
of the best
Like,
producers.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And the shit just crazy.
Niggas don't use what they got to their advantage. That's the problem. Everybody too busy being small-minded, but not thinking on the larger scale how far this shit can really take you. My thing is like this: you can't sit here and tell me if EU could be on the BET Awards, can't none of these other bands do the same shit they did? What's stopping y'all from them? Nothing.
And that's the song they was playing.
We all playing go-go regardless of however you look at it. It's all a form of go-go. So at the end of the day, if they can do it, you can do it too, if not better.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes we get fucked up because we try to put go-go in this box, and we
that's
try
the
to put
problem.
go-go in the box. Whereas though, when it comes down to, let's say, a band exposing or just educating somebody on their experience,
Yeah.
like it's crazy because like the most of the bands that I talk to, their experiences never come out in a part. It's never a happy ending
Right.
to a nigga to a go-go's nigga's story.
Of course.
No,
It's
for
not.
real. Like, it's never a happy ending to a go-go nigga's story. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, I played with Backyard and then, man, fuck them niggas. I ain't fuck with them
Right.
niggas no more.
Exactly.
Or I played with such and such, and man, I ain't fuck with that shit. So it actually, once again, it goes back into that artist that was really talented going into that unsung category, and then you like, damn, what happened to such and such, man? You know, he don't fuck with it no more because of this, that, and the third. But when we had an opportunity to really push the brand the way that we needed to push the brand,
Niggas
and
crazy.
that's the
Yeah,
thing, like,
yeah.
so many people get mad at the aspects of everything that's going on in go-go.
Exactly.
And they say, okay, well, like, people get mad at us. Man, y'all don't supposed to talk about this, talk about that. This is a genre of music that everybody is tuned into on a weekly or on a minute, on an
Right.
hourly basis.
Right.
So we have to talk about what the fuck is going on. But guess what? If we're not talking about Mochella or Don't Mute DC or this and the third, it's like the wave will die down. But it's
Exactly.
like then when you try to create a wave, it's like, nah, don't fuck with such and such because
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? This is because their experience with somebody.
Exactly.
I learned that go-go, and this is why I got a relationship, and I got a great relationship with almost 90% of the go-go people that I deal with. I never look at nobody and judge nobody off their experience that
Right.
they'd have had with the next man.
Exactly.
Because if you do that, then you're never gonna have no friends at go-go.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
85% of the time, a nigga say,
That
I ain't
person
fucking,
fucked
yeah, I
up.
ain't fucking with such and
fucking
such
with
Yeah.
because he did some bad business down. He did some bad business down Hangers nightclub.
Yeah, yeah.
But then when you actually deal with the nigga, you find out that the nigga was getting shim-shabbed the whole time. Then it's
Yeah.
like, I see why he did some bad
Exactly.
business down there.
Yeah, 'cause
but
you was on- yeah,
people
exactly.
don't want you to deal with certain people
Yeah.
because they want you to feel like, oh, nah, don't deal
Exactly.
with that person because this, that, and the third. And it takes away from you actually developing a great relationship with somebody that's in go-go.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And that's the problem. Like, that's the problem now. That's why when I invite people like KK up here, people like, you know what I'm saying, Wiley up here, like people that really fuck that, oh yeah, see, Bo, we gonna always come out, not because of the because you have to have a relationship with people.
Exactly.
Good relationship
yeah,
with people,
definitely.
whereas though it manifests into something
Definitely.
great. And that's
Networking
what
is
happens
everything.
with us. On BounceBeat, we get upset in everything doesn't require go-go energy.
Exactly.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, nah, for real.
A lot of motherfuckers don't understand that. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything doesn't require go-go energy. And I always tell people this, like, you are the face of whatever you do when it comes down to go-go.
Right.
So if you put up, if you marketing this CD, right? And you say, well, look, I ain't got nobody really support me, but you supporting yourself. You
Right.
putting it out there, you
Right.
grinding. And one day somebody gonna pick this motherfucker up. That's why I said, see, if I told you what I told you earlier, right?
Yeah.
Most people be like, nah, don't do that shit because this my shit.
Exactly.
But in your mind, you could be like, shit, this is another opportunity to market my music actually live because I'm never going to play this shit live with a whole
I
band.
can't play
Or
12 instruments at one time
Exactly.
and be the lead mic.
So now-
like, I'm talented, but goddamn.
so now I got an opportunity
Nigga go-
for somebody,
You
you know
gonna
what I'm
get
saying?
your ass robbed trying to break keyboard and some drum shit in there and a bass. They go like, you know what? Let's just get his ass together one
Hey,
time.
what's
You know
my
what I'm saying?
man? What's my man off of Martin that had the kazoo on top of the motherfucker?
Damn.
Pick up the pieces.
Hustle man. Coming up looking like Hustle man with the accordion.
So
on the drum, with a headset.
nobody would listen, bro. So, with that being said, like some people don't take advantage of the opportunity.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And some people don't tap in to motherfuckers to say, okay, look, this is an opportunity of a great playlist
Right.
that can be implemented somewhere, and it actually will not only help that group, but it'll help the person that's producing it.
Right.
What happens is that we sit around and we act like, oh, let him do him, we gonna do us, we gonna make shit, and then you suck. Like some of the shit, like people looking at, and let's just talk about this list that everybody put up, man. Everybody talking about this little list and shit.
But even back before you get to the list, like you said, even with the CD, what's the one thing everybody always say? Bands need original music. This shit got what, 13 songs on it? 15 songs of original music.
Include Volume 1, that's 23
you know what I'm
songs.
23 songs
23
of original
songs.
music that we've been up here for what? It's our anniversary, next week?
Shit, that ain't even
Going to what, 5 years? People telling us, yeah, bands need original music. Bands need original music. My man got 23 songs. It's easy. You know what I'm saying?
But you know,
the person that got it.
But you know what? You know the problem with that is that, you know, like CCB, for instance. Let me use CCB because that's a fact. Like when CCB, like when they did My Fatty, when they did 2 or 3 songs, I'm not
Classy.
the songs that got hot.
Yeah.
It wasn't produced by them.
Yeah.
Meaning that somebody went, they took. But and I like Scruggs is my man. You know what I'm saying? They did not want to hit that shit. They did not want to play it. But it took them into forever music.
Right.
It took them into forever
they play
music.
that shit to
And,
this
you
day.
know,
Of course.
when we discuss-
to this day.
when we discuss the music, we don't discuss who produced it.
Right.
But the producer know who produced it.
Right.
I'm
Nigga
just
getting
saying.
the royalties know who produced, but like you said, 10 years later, who the fuck gonna know who produced?
But I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, why is it that, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to great talent, like when Roger Beat came out, when everybody was, when T.O.B. had everybody, when Roger was actually selling his beats to bands and shit, like those songs that Roger gave was forever music.
Yeah,
Right.
Like,
to,
you know,
to this day.
Exactly.
What, AAO had one? The AAO had one?
AAO had one.
Shit,
Renegade
XIB
had
had
one.
one.
XIB had one.
Yeah.
Like that.
XIB,
So,
AAO, and
So-
who would have thought a $85 beat?
Yeah.
We'll turn you, we'll keep you legendary.
I bet you cannot
yet-
get an $85 beat from Roger B right now.
Well, what I'm saying is, but yet you want to sit around, like you said, with a bunch of niggas in the practice every 2 weeks. Then you ask a nigga what they got, and the nigga like, I don't got nothing. I don't know what
That's
we
what I'm
gonna
saying.
do.
That's what I'm saying.
it's
And
like-
they get mad that you get mad.
Then you get mad because you like, dog, we've been talking about this shit for 2 weeks on
That's
trying to
what I'm
create
saying.
new music, and here it is. So then when the person take over it, it's like, man, I don't want to hit that shit because that's
Yeah.
just what he want to do.
That's
Nah,
what I'm saying. That's the problem right there. But it's like, okay,
don't create something that we'll do what you want to do too.
that's simple. Enough said.
But you know, like that be the issue with shit. Like sometimes you gotta realize that people try to, you know what I'm saying, put the shit out there and it messes the flow up. Like that's the biggest thing why a lot of band members leave a go-go band. Not because of the business, not because of the it be really like song selection
Niggas being
and
niggas
bickering. It be like, nah, why you beefing with such and such? Man, cause
Every
you don't
time I
want to
say
tell
something-
nobody you beefing with a nigga.
Yeah.
'Cause you ain't want to hit the song that he wanted to
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
So
You
You
just sound like some
create-
bitch ass shit. So you
Yeah.
gotta
create-
make something
so go-go
up.
niggas, see,
Yeah.
people don't understand that this some everybody that's tuning. This is some behind the scenes
One-on-one.
go-go one-on-one shit, man. Most of the niggas that leave a go-go band, right? They really never leave over the money. They really never leave over the females. They never. They leave because they got, like he said, they got their own egos, right? And as soon as that ego is challenged, they
get
try
mad.
to like Chop bring a song to me. I'm like, man, boy, we need to hit this on this joint hot. I'm like, yeah, whatever. We ain't hitting this shit. So now he mad at me. So
Yeah.
now he starts to come to the shows late. He starts to not want to. He don't want to play. He don't play the songs with the energy as if he wanted to play it when he first started playing the shit. He don't want to listen to shit. He don't want to. He don't want to pay.
He
for
don't want to
practice.
learn the shit that you said. Yeah, he don't got
Now-
the $5 for practice.
Now he done turned that one little incident of me not wanting to, or it might happen 2 or 3 times for a nigga,
Yeah.
maybe 5 times for a nigga to do it. They're like, man, I ain't fucking with that shit no more. Then you say, man, why you in the back of your mind, you know this shit started because we ain't want to hit the motherfucking Drake song back 2 years ago. Drake old as shit now. You know, niggas mad as shit on it.
That you went home and created everything for.
Man,
and
fuck.
niggas like, yeah.
Now niggas mad. Now you sitting there like I tell nigga in a minute, I know why you mad, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing about it is in go-go, it's hard. Yeah, no homo. It's just hard to please or try to make 13 people understand that every song that you put up is not going to be a great song. That's just number one. Like, every song that we put in place is not going to be a great song. And that's why I always try to go out in the streets. Like, I go out and I just listen. And I listen with the fans. Like, go to a club. Go to a club. Listen, if Miley Cyrus is popping right now, what go-go niggas do, they go the other way. They don't even want to hit this shit.
We'll be in the club, listen to it. I be like, you heard that? You like, yeah. Hey, DJ, what's the name of that song? Write this shit down.
I'll write that
And
shit
then
down.
go to practice next week.
Like shit.
They be like, how you learn that? Yeah.
So with you, bro, like, how has it been? You know what I'm saying with this run and go. You know what I'm saying? If you had to hang up your Nike boots today or tomorrow, how would your legacy be represented?
Shit, go been good to me. You know, for the most part, I don't got no regrets about it. I'm glad I was be able to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? From different bands, all the shows, all the exposure, and all that. Shit, that only can help contribute to what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially doing it on my own now. All that from being behind the scenes to doing it on my own, yeah, definitely.
Would you ever play in another band? If another band calls you today or tomorrow?
It depends.
Depends on who the band is, or
it ain't even about who the band is. It's just is the band really serious about doing something with the shit. I don't care if the band is no name band. You know what I'm saying? But if it's some niggas first of all who got the talent and actually really serious about taking this shit somewhere than versus just, you know, being on some bullshit and just doing it just because, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, I'm with it.
Right. I think a lot of anything in between that, that's how a hit is made. A hit is not made because you doing this so that it makes sense. And once it makes sense, it's nothing that you can really, you know what I'm saying? It'll work its way out.
Yeah, definitely.
But the problem is so many people forget that you gotta put like I tell my band all the time, like a lot of motherfuckers. That's why Kobe, how Rick Ross and them say it all the time. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. That shit. If you manifest that in the go-go, you wasn't with us when we was in the practice Jones arguing, trying to get this shit right, arguing, going back and forth, trying to do this, doing that, and the third. That's the grunt work.
Right.
That's the shit that you don't see.
Yeah.
What you see is 13 people walk into the club, acting like they superstars, get on stage and perform. But you don't see the aftermath.
All 13 niggas don't talk to each other.
Hey,
they lead it, y'all.
Everybody in the band.
That one nigga right in the motherfucking band chat today was going to be here.
I'm telling you, niggas be going on. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That's just the part that comes with it.
Yeah.
But once again, it also goes back to having a great leader. If you're like what I learned is that you gotta let your personnel know what's going on.
Exactly.
And then personnel that's around have to be able to communicate too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I like about the band that I had. I like the people that they ask questions. I like that because it seems like I'm not withholding information on shit. So you always know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This is why we took this. This is. Let me know.
Niggas
I don't know.
Smell some bullshit a mile away.
Yeah, for real.
Then you got and that's how you, like you said earlier, that's how the shit started. Nigga be like, hey,
yeah, I mean,
and then
this shit
and that's when the
bootleg,
shit started kicking off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, every Friday. Hey, Nico, you gotta get your little bootleg plan together over here, man. Nah, man, this young man, he ain't pay that bill or something, man. Well, go ahead, what you say?
But shit, I forgot.
Sorry if y'all had some technical difficulties with the in and out, man. You know, niggas ain't pay they T-Mobile bill up this motherfucker. You hear me?
So show them how to crank volume 2. Like, what else you got planned for? Any music videos? I seen y'all you did shoot a video with someone.
Yeah, that was me and Moody.
Okay.
Good.
How was that? Because
Oh,
I seen it was y'all, you, her, Tony T, couple other
old dog. It was a lot of people involved in that joint, but yeah, that was definitely nice to do. We rented out martinis.
Yeah, they rented it out during the daytime.
Yeah, that joint, they, you know what I'm saying, had like a little, like made it look like it was a real party in the joint.
I said, man, that was right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that's what I be saying. Think about it. If bands start doing music videos,
like
though,
how we
like,
used to do.
Think about it like this. Go-Go, why should Go-Go be separate from any other genre of music that's out here? When you look on iTunes and Apple Music and shit,
you can buy
Go-Go,
the video,
but hold on, listen, what I'm saying, when you look on iTunes and Apple Music,
Break it
Spotify,
down
none of
for
that
'em.
shit, you don't see Go-Go as a genre. Because Go-Go don't even take itself seriously. Because Go-Go ain't even doing the basic shit that every other else genre is doing. Niggas out here shooting music videos. And then, why bands can't do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Shit, we did it when I was in Reaction. Reaction shot music videos, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about staying consistent with it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, if niggas start doing shit like that, like taking that shit seriously, like everybody else was doing, like every other genre, you gotta think, they gonna take you seriously. If you got something to show for, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been told you when we was at Lucky Strikes, if motherfucking a major record label came down to a band was like, yeah, show me y'all portfolio. What you gonna give them?
Them niggas gonna Google portfolio.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, no.
You know that's what the fuck average bag gonna be like.
Hey, nah.
Google, what
I'm
the
just
fuck
saying.
is a Siri? What is and they ain't even gonna spell the shit right. They gonna say pancake or some shit like
But then
that.
what they're gonna do is the first thing they're gonna do is the hottest song that they have is a
Exactly.
Lil Wayne song.
Exactly. Some
Versus
shit
it
on the
being-
radio.
Shit they can't fucking play.
Exactly.
They be like, yeah, that's cool, but what you got?
Exactly. But see, that's what I'm saying. If niggas really took their own shit seriously, you know what I'm saying? Go-Go could be so much further along. I'm telling you, it's not hard to do. But think about it. Every other artist used Go-Go to their advantage while they did it.
Definitely did.
You know what I'm saying?
Still
and look
is.
at, you know what I'm saying? Shit. How many
Chucky
artists from
Thompson did it as a producer, used it.
That's
you know
what
what
I'm
They
saying.
took a whole Go-Go song and made it their Go-Go. Like
Right.
they took that Take Me Out to the Go-Go and just made it, you know what I'm saying, put that whistle on that and let the lady that the hell going on.
And
Like,
then
how
the
do
joint
you
with the comedian girl.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. How
that's,
you-
but see, come on now. But then see, the motherfuckers' problem from here is they get mad when they see other motherfuckers doing it, but you can't be mad at them if they doing the shit how y'all should be doing it. You know what I'm saying? If it's your,
beat you to the putt.
exactly, like if it's your shit, then treat it like how take that shit seriously. Cause when another motherfucker best believe, I get you, if it's some white motherfuckers coming in here and fucking Billy Bob band, they gonna be cranking like shit and gonna be
Right.
doing some real shit.
Cause
with
you
that
know what? I
motherfucker.
think and y'all gonna say I'm lunch. Y'all gonna say I hit the K2. My man Mike T, he tuned in, man. Mike T gonna say I hit the K2 when I say this though. But it's gonna take somebody like Nas X that's gonna do like a go-go track that don't got nothing to do with go-go.
Exactly.
And shit gonna
Call
go
it
up,
whatever
it's gonna
they
blow
are.
up again.
Exactly.
And then niggas gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, why did we use this shit? Like, the thing about it is, one thing I learned about, this is the reason why go-go is gonna always be, it's two things why go-go is gonna be always fucked up. And until we fix these two things, then we will have to understand what the logic is. Number one, go-go niggas, we do nigga business. That's number one.
All around the board.
All around the board. You know what I'm saying? Nigga business is what the shit is. From the promoters all the way down to the bands, from the band to the, I think the only people that really, and no, I was about to give them a good little gripe, but they do it too. Even to the sound, not the sound engineers, but the sound companies.
Definitely,
They give you,
man.
they give
Nigga,
you
yeah,
faulty,
definitely
they
the
give you
nigga.
faulty speakers that they done
Bullshit
had.
ass motherfucker.
They done had these
Amps.
clone monsters, exactly.
Fuck,
Fucking
like,
hi-hat
get on
stand.
stage, shit,
All the
look
way
like
around the
somebody
board.
pissed on
Like
the
it's
shit,
just
like,
it's ridiculous. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? Number two is people are so scared to invest into their culture that it would never be successful, because investing into the culture will actually enhance the brand.
Of course.
Nike, they was only invested into Air Force Ones. Then they said, well, shit, this shit is getting a little bit bigger than these raggedy Air
we
Force
gotta
Ones.
keep- we gotta
We
stay
gotta
afloat. We gotta keep-
invest a little bit more into the product and make this shit better. We're gonna keep that classic,
Yeah.
but we're also gonna understand
Change
that we
with the
have to
times
push
and shit.
a whole different genre. Now look at this company that's a multi-billion-dollar company.
Exactly.
What happens is that we don't entrust in someone of that nature to say, okay, put this on your back and let's walk this into the next generation of go-go. You know what I'm saying? Or the next generation of music, or you're going to be the representative of our music or our culture. It really can't be somebody that actually plays the music. Because guess what? The person that actually plays the music, what happens with go-go? This is what Joe Jackson, this is what everybody's talking about. The people that's being walked to the table with the big timers are only thinking about self.
Right.
Instead of saying, nah, man, we got a band like New Impressions that can generate a different demographic that will bring the people with us. Yeah. We got a little band named T.O.B. We got a band called ABM or Reaction or Perfection. Like, we got these different bands that are enhance the music brand. But what happens is that the culture is so self-driven on itself that it messes the movement up of go-go. You understand what I'm saying? Like R.E. just played down Fort DuPont the other day, right? They had over 7,000 people down there. Maybe 10,000 they said. Yeah. What would have been wrong for them to bring out a Lil Chris? Just to introduce Lil Chris to that 10,000 people of that genre. Or to bring out a Rick. And Rick been hitting Lock It a lot. So why not bring Rick out and actually have him do Lock It on the RE platform? You see what I'm saying? In front of 10,000 people.
It's like a pass in the torch.
You understand what I'm saying?
Of course, see, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. If niggas did the shit all together, you can't lose. Because you got to think how many bands got the fucking platforms, you know what I'm saying, that Go-Go is bigger. You know, Go-Go has a name. Like I said, it's just not used to its advantage to be as big as it can be. You know what I'm saying? People talk all that bullshit. Oh no, Go-Go should stay here and this, that, and the third. For what?
That's why they scared
For
though.
What?
Like I
what
tell,
you scared of?
Like they scared because what happens is this. Like if you ever get an opportunity to go out and really look at most of the neo-sotric artists are the ones that use a live band. A lot of live rappers can't use a live instrumentation. Yeah. They can't use live music for real. Like live music is really hard for them to use because of the simple fact that they can't catch that one. And we see that when a lot of artists come down here to perform with go-go bands. They say, "Oh, y'all don't sound the same." Nah, bitch, we doing the same thing that the beat was doing on the track, but you just can't catch it because you don't have that feel. You so used to having headphones and a
you in right there.
So that's why when you hear a lot of rappers come down here, they don't use a live band. That's why Jay-Z used it. That's how the unplugged thing was created, because Jay-Z got tired of people saying that he couldn't rap over top of live instrumentations. So he did a whole album. Fuck it, I'm gonna show you I'm the greatest. I'm gonna do a whole album over top of shit. So at the end of the day, that's why the music is gonna be what it is, because at the end of the day, like, we gotta understand that if you gotta think beyond, like UCB said this a long time ago, you gotta look beyond the beltway. You gotta see beyond. Can you see beyond? Because guess what? It's other motherfuckers out here that uses our same instrumentation. They call it a different name, but they using what we use, and they just calling it a different type of swing. Exactly. That's why go-go is really popular down in like Fredericks, Virginia, or all these different little areas outside of the beltway, because bands like shit. This is what they doing, so we just gonna do this. I'm gonna move down here. And they throw little go-go shows, these big ass bonds, and have 600-700 people charging $15. It might not, you might not look, oh, it's just $15 to get in here, but shit, 15 times shit, 800 people to 1,000. Shit, you eat like a motherfucker.
Exactly. So then you look at, you got people like Fantasia hit motherfucker. Overnight Scenario.
Exactly.
You got Jill Scott still doing it. It's like
Anthony Hamilton just did.
Anthony Hamilton just had songs playing with him last weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
At what was that? The Murray.
So what you think? So what you think? This is how you think. See, people think this is how the conversation went. Hey, you playing down in DC? Yeah, I know I am. But you got to do this go-go track. I don't want to do that, but you got to do it for the fans. You think that nigga ain't been listening to go-go?
Of course. That's what I'm saying.
You think he ain't been listening?
Tripping.
You think
tripping if that's what you think.
When you see Snoop and you see all these different artists
Come on,
listening
man.
to our music,
pull up on it.
But you see, like when Snoop recorded himself in the listening to that shit, right? Everybody was Sice, but the same motherfuckers do Sice. Nah, keep that shit right here.
Yeah.
Why? Why? Y'all Sice when you see exactly. But I guarantee you, Snoop. I guarantee you, if he came here and was like, I run go-go, what are every nigga in that mother be with it.
So look, I'm gonna say this, man. Show them how to crank. 1. Show them how to crank. 2. Apple, iTunes,
Definitely.
Spotify,
Everywhere.
SoundCloud.
Everywhere.
every platform,
YouTube.
Everywhere.
YouTube.
Visuals coming soon, right?
Everything.
Music
You
video.
can get it
Hey, look,
everywhere.
man, y'all niggas with them bootleg ass Metro PCSs, y'all can download it. Y'all can get y'all time to get your shine on
Everything.
with it, man. I'm not knocking what you got, but I'm just telling you,
Man
download
got
the
the
music.
live CDs.
We got the
straight
live
either.
CDs here.
Download it. Oh, it's more
Love to get a
merchandise
CD.
coming.
It's coming, man.
It's
Show
more
them how to
merchandise
crank, man.
coming.
If I'm not gonna say it, I'm gonna say it, man. Support was need to be supported, man. Like I'm a fan of good music, man. And you know what I'm saying, you can say what you want to say about me, man. I understand what it takes to make great music, and I got an ear for great music. Like I heard like off this CD, I heard about 4 songs that I wanted to steal. I'm only gonna steal 2. Telling you right now, 2 is already stolen. So, you know what I'm saying? Show them how to crank is a great CD, man. I had an opportunity when we went up Anacostia. The kids was trying to look for some
Yeah,
music to
they beating
dance
their feet
to.
the
Yeah,
jump.
for
They
real.
said,
Day out they came
Yeah,
out.
for
girl.
They
Yeah.
threw it up on there. They
Yeah.
went off. They went off,
Yeah.
man. So it's some good music, man. At the cookout, some good music for whatever. So go out and support, man. We got the hard copies. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to go on any platform to get the copies, man, go on the platform. Support my man Antoine, man.
Definitely.
My man, AKA Chop
Tell
on
a
the
friend to
beat.
tell a friend, tell a
You know what I'm
band to
saying?
tell a band. You need a hit, holler at me.
Yeah.
I got you. Cause y'all desperate for it.
Hey, my
I'ma keep it 100.
man, Mike T said buying beats is whack. Do you still think like if a band buy a beat, is it whack? or you
Man,
think
nah,
that-
because if
that's
you
what's
buy
up?
a beat for me, I guarantee you see where it's gonna take you. I
Ooh.
can guarantee you that, and I ain't even
Ooh.
being cocky about it.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you, if it's something that's going for me, I'm telling you, your
So
band gonna
what's
appreciate
your
it.
process of, 'cause I know everybody got their own different process.
I
of
can't
making
tell
a
you that.
beat.
That's like my egg sauce.
Oh,
Nah,
there you go.
Let's get that good burger. Yeah, that's my egg sauce. I can't tell you what I do, but I do it.
Huh. Hey, T.O.B. made a hit for them, right?
Yes, sir.
XIB, multiple
Images.
hits.
Reaction. You already know what's up.
So at the end of the day, Slim, the proof is in the work.
Yeah, the crank speak for
Hey,
itself.
y'all know what to do.
Hey,
I'm telling
Slim. Hey, Slim, you was cranking so hard on Saturday. You
Oh,
you
yeah.
broke the foot pedal off that motherfucker.
Like motherfucking Thai seafood
Hey.
days, cuz.
Nigga
I
jumped
said,
up.
hold up. I said,
I thought, hey, look, when he
I got
jumped,
the CD from the Thai
Hey.
seafood. They like, Pork chop just broke the
Hey.
fucking foot pedal.
Hey,
y'all.
you know, I don't play as often now, so when I get to play, you know what I'm
Hype.
saying? Oh, man, I be
Hey,
ready. I be in my
hey,
zone.
he jumped up, right? He jumped up, man, and was doing sign language. I thought he was down. Guy, you dancing with him?
Yeah, that motherfucker flew off the joke. Because y'all see,
I said, what the fuck?
I'm on the camera. Because look, the joke flew off. He was like, where the fuck that joke go, cuz? I said, how the fuck did you even do that? That shit is locked in. And the joke flew out.
Hey.
It flew
Hey,
out.
yeah,
Lucky
come
the
on.
joke they hit him in the
I'm
face.
telling you.
It knocked his ass off the
Man.
drum set.
Yeah, that shit.
We didn't call it 911. I was like, cuz,
I'm
look
telling
at
you,
that
man.
shit go in the air.
Hey,
Yeah,
man, like
man.
that shit like it was a foul ball or
Man.
something. What the fuck is that? So, man, on that note, man, y'all make sure y'all support my man Antoine, man, and you know what I'm saying. Get with him,
Go
man,
get
on
that
any
shit on
platform,
Wild
man.
Crank.
Once again, it's been another successful show here at BounceBeat Radio, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. If y'all ain't doing nothing this weekend, man, make sure y'all go out and support. Tomorrow, you got the situation over Southeast, the Mochella over Southeast tonight. Everybody that tuned in and went down to the Blainsburg Road to see Backyard EU or TOB, man. Thank y'all for going down there. Also, man, you got it's a lot going on in the city, man. Saturday, man. If y'all ain't doing nothing, man, go uptown, man, at Emory Rec. They got Uncalled For, Wisdom Speaks. They got the rocker bands up there for free, so that you can get go-go free them. Look, they gave you 3 free go-go's tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday, man. So make sure y'all go out and support, man. Tonight, if y'all ain't doing nothing, man, go down to Hangers Nightclub, man. Go check out New Action and a host of others. Friday, you got No Impressions down Hangers. Saturday, you got Reaction, the 90s Jam, man. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to Bounce Beat Radio. We out, champ. Peace.